Everybody, it's Steph from the Hot Moon Podcast, and as a Phoenix Suns fan, I'm happy that we didn't overreact in these trade talks. All right, I mean, look, at the end of the day, as much as I know my team ain't going anywhere, and I'm open for a rebuild, I was open for our guys being on the move, right? I was open for Durant being on the move. I was open for Beal, Booker being on the move, not to get equal talent back, but just to kind of just reassure our treasure chest of picks, or at least our war chest, restock it of picks, because we don't have any draft picks really, honestly. So I was all for that, just to go ahead and rip the band off and build for the future. Okay, that didn't happen. Beal didn't want to be traded. And Kevin Durant made it known that he wanted to stay. That he wanted to stay and did not want to reunite with the Golden State Warriors, and I don't blame him. Okay, like, look, there's multiple sides of this, at least for me. Okay, I gave you the side of, like, look, I understand we're not going to go anywhere, all that stuff, and I also respect this level of player empowerment. It's like, look, I don't want to go anywhere. I'm happy being here. Let's figure it out and let's make it work and let's see what we can do. And that is the right attitude that the player should have, and I respect that. Okay, Kevin Durant does not want to. It would have been a bad look if Kevin Durant reunited with the Golden State Warriors, right? Look, they're saying that there's been a big deal. There could have been a deal between Jimmy Butler, that it would and Beal, or Jimmy Butler, Beal, and Durant. That it definitely would have sent Kevin Durant to the Warriors and Butler to Phoenix, or maybe Beal wouldn't have been involved, but there was a deal in place that it would have been definitely that move could have been taking place. That would have been a huge move, bigger blockbuster move than we've had outside the Luka Doncic trade that would have sent Kevin Durant with the Warriors and Jimmy Butler to the Phoenix Suns. I'm for Kevin Durant. I mean, he don't see the situation being any different, my guess, than what he got right now, in Phoenix, right? And then for Jimmy Butler, I don't know why he was so hard on to go to Phoenix and do what exactly, right? You know what I'm saying? You come here, agent player, and we got to extend you. Like, come on now, man. Like, so it would have been Jimmy Butler, Beal, and Booker. That would have been what we needed to get over the hump. Just get out of here. Regardless of how I feel about how bad our team is, I'm okay with Durant, still leading the way. I don't think we're going anywhere, but I have more faith in Durant than I do in Jimmy Butler. And with Jimmy Butler, Beal, with Beal, Booker, and Durant, right? So, I'm glad that this trade didn't happen. Okay, I'm glad that Beal kept his no trade clause and didn't waive it, right? I mean, look, the Suns. I'm sure the Suns were kind of like, the Suns definitely want to probably move Beal, but they knew Beal was like, nah, Beal want to stay. He want to stay and play. You know what I'm saying? So you can't get mad at him for exercising no trade clause. Okay, and then as for Kevin Durant, as management, you can't force him out. You can't force Kevin Durant out, even though he has a no trade clause. That he just say, look, I like playing here. A player of his magnitude, and he wants to stay in Phoenix. You can't force him out. You can't trade him out anyway. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, I think the Suns they did their best. Okay, they were looking. They didn't get the best deal. They weren't the best deals out there. Okay, and a couple of your players wanted to stay. Okay, what do you just can't just force guys out, and then thinking that the components you're gonna bring back is gonna be better than what you have. You know what I'm saying? So like, we'd have gotten Draymond. Like, what? He goes to the Warriors. We'd have gotten what? What would he have gotten? Would he have gotten Draymond Green? Would he have gotten Kuminga? What is with draft picks? What? Because I've heard the other day that the Warriors also didn't like what we were asking for Kevin Durant. So yeah. I mean, if you want to play like Kevin Durant from us, you're gonna have to. And then, how bad do you need Kevin Durant? If Kevin Durant was all aboard on going to the Warriors, we need a lot. You know what I'm saying? You're not just gonna get a bunch of BS picks and some bum players for Kevin. That's not how it's gonna work, especially in terms of what we lost acquiring Beal and Durant. Hell no. So, we'll see how the season shapes out. And look, I know Kevin Durant. I think he has. I got to see his contract situation. I don't know if he can opt out or opt in. this season. I don't know if he has one more season after this, and then he's a free agent. And then we can find out if he wants to come back, or so I can understand that his contract situation is not maybe in our favor. So it's either you trade. I understand trying to trade him, but I mean, you want to trade him to get a lot back. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to deal with letting him walk and there's nothing. So he'll be a free agent after next season. So there's a possibility that we can move him along if the season is going to go next year. So we can hang tight, and that's what I appreciate about all this, man. So I mean, the Suns and Warriors were definitely the most talked about team in terms of just actively churning them wheels and trying to find a deal. Same thing for Miami, and it seemed like it seemed like I don't know between them, the Warriors and the Heat, I don't know who really won that trade. You can make the case that the Heat won the trade to alleviate some cap space, and you get Wiggins and stuff like that, but they're not going anywhere. But I don't think the Warriors are going anywhere either, and the Suns aren't going anywhere either. Yeah, all these teams trying to trade within each other, and none of these teams ain't winning no championship. They're not making no deep playoff run, just not. No, So happy for Kevin Durant. I'm glad he destroyed this trade. I'm glad Bill didn't break his no trade clause. And as for the Phoenix Suns you gotta go out there and hoop and stay healthy. Go out there and hoop and stay healthy. And you gotta show, Kevin Durant has to show that if he's one of those greatest players to ever play the game, you gotta get this team in the postseason and make a deep run. I mean, I know it's tough to ask of him, but you chose to stay here, so we gotta see what you can do in being here. And Bill is attached to the hip of this, so Bill, step up, be healthy. Again, these are just theories or pie in the sky, wishful thinking on my end. But we got the guys here, and I'm excited that we didn't do anything too crippling or just to make a trade to appease players. And I'm glad the players on our side also didn't speak out and want to get traded as well. So it was kind of a win-win in a way, in a lot of ways, or at least from how I see it. Even though it would have been nice to have traded these guys to get a lot back, but if that wasn't out there, then no need to even do it. So anyways, guys, let me know what you think about this. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.